Hello, welcome to Anastasia's Cooking Kitchen. Today I'll be showing you how to make cheese pastries, which in Serbian are called kifle. These pastries shouldn't take too long to cook, so here goes. With the ingredients, all we need are puff pastry sheets. You can make your own pastry if you'd like, but today we're going to go with the puff pastry sheets. This way, just quick and easy, just better to deal with. Also, we're going to need ricotta cheese. Now you can buy up to about 500 grams worth of ricotta cheese, which is what you'll need for about 6 sheets of puff pastry. In this case, I've got 3 sheets, so all I need is 250 grams of ricotta cheese. We need sour cream. This beautiful little cup full of sour cream, so it's about 300 ml of sour cream. You've got to use about half of that. I'll show you as we go along. And I also need about 2 eggs. So in that case, with our utensils, we'll need a bowl, a fork, a knife for cutting the pastries into quarters, and a spoon to collect the sour cream into the bowl and put the filling into the puff pastry sheets. This recipe is very close to me. It's been passed down from generation to generation. It's a very traditional Serbian dish. It's best served savoury, but it can also be served with Nutella or jam. It's a dish you can use anytime, however you like, whenever you like. So the first thing we do is we put the oven on to about 200 degrees. Then after about 5 minutes before you're ready to start preparing, put it back down to 180, or if it's fan forced, about 170. At the moment I've got it on 120, had it on for quite a while. It's fan forced, so it just needs to go down a little bit further. In that case, let's get started. Pop the ricotta cheese into the bowl first. That way you're able to work with how much ricotta cheese you've got. An easier estimate that way. We want the mixture to be very much ricotta cheese. We don't want to lose the ricotta cheese. So we don't want it too thin, we don't want it too watery either. We want it quite thick, quite consistent. So pop the sour cream in. Now I've got about a tablespoon worth. Just pop a bit more. Like I said, it's a very just estimate as you go. Nothing quite to it. And then what we'll do with the fork, push down the ricotta cheese. I'm going to mix through the sour cream and the ricotta cheese together. We want the ricotta cheese to stay nice and thick. If you lose a bit, that's alright. Quite thick, so we want to thin it out just a bit. So I'm going to put a bit more sour cream in. So about all up, I've used about 1/3 of the tub of 300 ml, so just about 1/3 of that into 200 grams worth of ricotta cheese. That way. You can use thickened cream if you'd like instead of ricotta cheese, it's up to you. Right. Just add the eggs. Just one at a time. You may need 1, but we always just say 2 just to figure that out. Case, we will only need 1, which I am right. Now if you were to put more sour cream in, you would need another egg. This is just based on how many sheets you're going to make, the sheets you need to make. Right. Now with our sheets, they need to be quite thawed out. way it's easier for cutting and easier for preparing. Just cut them down into quarters. So there are many ways you can fold this pastry. Many ways. I like to fold them in half. Nicer that way, I think. So when you dollop the cheese onto the pastry, you only need that 1 tablespoon to use. And then with our cheese, with our pastries, we are going to fold from one corner to the other, and from that corner to that corner that just came over, and then the same process this way. Righty. We then put them onto grease-proof pan and continue this way until you've got your sheets ready. Once again, from one corner to the other. Alrighty, so once they're in the pan, on the tray I should say, pop them into the oven. They will only take about 20 minutes to cook, and they should pop out looking just like these square ones here. Like I said, you can make them into croissants. All you'll have to do is thin out some dough, cut it into 8s. From your circular point of the dough, you'll have to put the cheese in. I think that way you'll have to use a teaspoon of cheese. Just pop that in there. Roll it over once, fold both ends, and continue to roll on until the rest of the dough has been rolled. That way, that 8th has been rolled. And then just circulate it off a bit, pop it on the tray into the oven. But as we've got puff pastry, cut them into quarters this way. It's much easier. Thank you, and hope you've enjoyed this session.